It's your boy Girl here, back with another video, and today I got another video, guys. And today we're going to be talking about the best equipment for the character Beast Gohan. It literally just says it too, Beast Gohan. So this will be a little quick video. I'm gonna do a double upload for today, just to I know some people were asking me what are some good equipment for them, so I'm gonna just make a guide for it. And for certain team setups, you're gonna want to probably rock different equipments and everything. So I'm gonna break down like certain teams, which equipment that you probably want to rock, and then I'm gonna, towards the end, I'm gonna give you like the most optimal ones and all that good stuff. So without further ado, let's get on with it. Beast Gohan, the #1 unit in the game. Ridiculous. So yeah, first I want to talk about the 3 teams that he's basically going to be ran on: Sun Family, Hybrids, and then movies. So it's really the 3 teams he's going to be on. You really going to see him mostly on movies and hybrids compared to like Sun Fam, but you can run him on Sun Fam, right? So let's just break it down. So these are the equipments. The first 2 equipments are pretty solid because they both contain health. They both have health and strike attack. So it's like he's getting the base strike and then he's getting health, so he can tank more, and then he can do some strike attack. He's not getting the most strike attack, but you feel me? So yeah, let's get on with it. So this first equip right here, this was from the Trunks, the yellow Super Saiyan Trunks free-to-play event. So I don't know if you can get this equip right now, but if you guys did farm some, this is pretty solid. He's getting 30 base strike and then 10% health. Like, that's really good. 30 base strike, that's kind of like what you kind of want to go for in equipment. It's around like the high, like the 30s, 35s. Those are really the numbers that you want to see. So the fact that this gives you 30 and it's giving you health, so he can tank more and he's getting a nice strike attack, really good. There's also this equipment. It's basically the same thing. It's double strike and then health, but the only problem is this one is up to 27 and 10. So it's like this one is definitely the better equipment, but I think this one you can still grind this equipment out. I think this is in the Z Metal shop, but this one is not in no equipment. It's in the yellow Super Saiyan Trunks. So if you don't have this, then this is kind of like the second best thing to go after. So if you do want your Gohan to be a little bit more tankier, you could rock these 2 together, have him to get up to 20 base health and then some good strike attack. You could rock that setup just for a tanky Gohan. So 2 solid equipments. It just depends on like how you like. Are you more aggressive? Do you like to take risk and you don't mind getting punished for taking damage from the other team? You can rock those 2 together. But these next ones are really good, and I'm gonna break it down why. So we're gonna go with this Awakened one right here. This Awakened one is really powerful. It is Awakened Gohan 1. It's called Let's Go. Up to 35 base strike. He's getting blue card damage and then high key recovery. So you guys know with this Gohan, he has double card draw speed. So you're gonna really need that high key recovery because you want to be able to have enough key to combo as much times as possible. He does have reduced card cost, so that base key recovery is gonna help him. Blue card damage, he has a powerful blue card. If he has his gauge filled up, he gets his Vanish back and all these good incentives. So having some good blue card damage is nice, and then up to 35 base strike, nice. This is a really good equipment. Definitely one of his better ones for sure. The only problem is the slot one is definitely really difficult to pull. To get a really good slot, and it's an Awakened one, but this is a really good equipment. I would definitely farm this for him as well if you really want him to be offensive, like just super offensive oriented. So the next one right here is a really good one as well. It's really similar to that one that we just saw. So it's for blue, I think it's for blue Sun Fam, and this gives up to 37.5 strike attack, 12.5 special move damage. But the only thing that's different is this one gives blast defense while that one gives key recovery. So you're getting an extra 2.5 for your base strike and an extra 2.5 for your special move damage, but instead you're switching out the key recovery for blast defense. So it kind of depends on what you want. Do you want the extra blast defense? Do you want the extra key recovery and the extra little 12.5 for special move and strike attack? Either way, if you pick either one of them, they're both perfectly good, right? For me, if I was to do it, I would probably It depends on my setup. I probably might stick with this one because that key recovery is really nice, but this one is really good because you're getting more strike attack, base strike attack, and then special move damage. So either way, both of these two equipments are really powerful for him. So really nice. Next one is also that I do want to add one more equipment here. I do want to add this equipment too. This equipment is really nice for him as well. Let me get this in a new tab. This equipment right here. So it doesn't really help him offensively, but it does give him, strike attack, base health up to 12.5, and then his blue card and ult damage will hit like a truck. So if you're focusing on having this Gohan blue card damage and ult card damage going crazy, this is equipment for it. He's gonna tank well. He has 12.5 health, and then double for his special move and ult damage. That's really good. So this I want to fight equipment. I think you can get this off the hybrids equipment collection thing. I think that's where you can get this equipment. So definitely want to talk about that equip. And now we can move on to the other equipments that I want to talk about. So these right here are basically pure equips for him. So Gohan can be ran on 3 teams, right? Like I said, Sun Fam, hybrids, and then movies. So if you're rocking them strictly for Sun Fam, you definitely want to grind this. It's all you, Gohan. Yes, it is all you, Gohan. You feel me? You're definitely #1 in the game. Pure strike attack for Sun Family battle members. So make sure you guys farm up, like have high strike attack Z abilities on your team so the peer can amplify. I definitely made a video on talking about understanding peers and base attack. And if you have a lot of base strike attack, this strike attack peer is going to amplify and make him strike damage do way more damage. But if you want to rock him on the Sun Fam, this is the equipment that you need to have on him. Like this should be one of your first slots for him. Out of the 3 equipments that you can use, this is the one that you need to have. Like that's to be optimal if you rock him on the Sun Fam build. So, but for the hybrids build, you're going to want to rock this. If you rock him on a pure hybrids team, this is by far the best pure equip that this game has ever made. Like he's getting pure blast attack and pure strike attack per hybrid numbers 8. So if you multiply that times 3, that's 24. The Sun Fam one is 15 to strike. This one is 24 to strike, right? And you're rocking on a Sun Fam, on a hybrids team, this equipment is a must. It is an awaken equipment, but it is worth, bro. Like he's gonna do so much strike and blast, bro. It's insane. Like this is an equipment that you need to have on a hybrid setup. This should be one of your 3 equipments that you have. Like this is a must for him if you rock him on hybrid. So definitely farm this up for him if you rock him on a hybrid build. And then last but not least, you can rock him on a Sagas from Movies build. So this is another pure. This does have an unawakened one, which it gives up to 5 pure strike per Sagas of Movies battle member, but the awakened one goes up by 6. So the unawakened is going to be up to a total of 15 pure strike, but the awakened one goes to 18. So if you do feel like that extra 3% is worth, then go ahead and do it. I personally just have the unawakened one because I don't really main Sagas of Movies, so I'm just like, I'm gonna just stick with the unawakened one. But if you do care about it a lot, you could farm the awakened one, but there is an unawakened one that you can grind and just get the 5 pure instead of the 6 pure. So yeah, I definitely do have one more equip to talk about, and this equipment is really specific for a real like niche Sagas from the Movies team. So I want to talk about the new plat equipment that you can grind for co-op. So this one is called Piccolo. Shout out my boy Piccolo, you feel me, man? It has base health and it gives him base blast attack and strike attack, and they're giving them pure blast for certain things. So you guys see on the blast attack side is when a tag regeneration is a battle member, and then there's one that says pure 12 to pure strike attack when a hybrid is a battle member. So if you're rocking them with the 3 units that just dropped, him, Piccolo, and Pan, then this is a equipment that I would rock for it. I wouldn't rock the me personally, I probably wouldn't rock the Sagas from the Movies run, and I'll probably just rock this one because he's getting the health, he's getting some some decent base blast and strike, and then he's getting pure for blast and strike. So this is also really good. It's somewhat similar. Like some people might say like, then why don't I just rock the hybrid, right? Because the hybrids, I'm gonna get more pure for blast and strike because I'm rocking Gohan with Pan and himself, so that's going to be 16, and this one gives up to 12.5, which is understandable, but this also is giving that health too, right? So I think the health kind of evens it out in terms of losing some of the appeal for blast and strike, but you're getting the extra health to make him even tankier. So I really feel like that's a fair trade-off. But this is, I wouldn't say this is optimal for him, but if you do rock him on like a Pan, Piccolo, Gohan setup, this is a really good option. But it's not really a must-have. So if I was to build him, if I was to build Gohan, right, depending on what team I have him on, you gotta have one of these three peers for sure, right? Sun Fam, hybrids, or movies. One of these three, or like I said, you could rock this one too. And then the other two equipments I'll probably rock is I probably will focus more on health, making him sure he tanks his lot. So I'll probably give him equipment like this just to give him some more health. And I probably would give him this equipment right here. But if you want to make him super offensive, then you don't have to put any health on him, and you could just give him these two together right here, and then up here. I think that would probably be his more offensive setup, is this, and then this right here, and then one of the peers. Because if you rock on the Saga to the movie setup or hybrid setup, they have so many health buffers. Like movies has Pan and Goku, and then hybrids has the Yellow Kid Gohan, the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, and Pan. So they have a lot of health buffers, Z ability buffers on the team. So you don't really have to focus too much on these two equipments to give him health, and you can kind of just focus more of him being offensive if you have two health buffers, and give him this equipment, and then you could give him one of the peers. That's probably how I would build the Gohan, right? Depending on how much health bench users you have on your team. So hopefully this video helped you out. Let me know what you guys think. If I am missing another really good equipment, comment down below. I appreciate you guys so much. This equipment is also really nice, but that's only if you want him to hit hard with his ult card and all that good stuff. So like I said, I feel like these are his best equips. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll man. I'm out.